Yo. Sorry, I wanted to bring back the auto-tune intros because we're talking about a old topic, and I used to do auto-tune intros like all the time back in the day. So there you go. So today, as you can tell by the title of this video, we're actually going to be talking about the fallout of Minehq and Cheatbreaker. And wow, oh my god, MLG Pro No Scoper's doing a Cheatbreaker video. I've literally never seen him do those before ever. Yeah, I know. Sorry, this is the first one. So you guys know Minehq, right? It came out in August of 2013. Cheatbreaker was released somewhere early 2017. I don't believe it was late 2016, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. That's fine. So since the whole community is filled with new gens, let me just let you guys know what these two things are. So basically, Minehq was a server. It had things like MC Teams. It eventually Pot PvP came out as a Minehq thing. It was like a separate server, but it was like run by Minehq, you know what I mean? And they had multiple servers. They were called Frozen Orb servers. So these Frozen Orb servers, they had servers like Arcane, Minehq, Vel PvP was a Frozen Orb server at one point. Ultra Network was a UHC network that they had at the time. Basically, these servers were taking over for PvP. You know, people started moving from Badline to Ultra at one point because, you know, the YouTubers were going there and people were getting tired of Badline being laggy and not liking the new updates that Badline was having. So yeah, basically the server was really popular along with its sister servers. And I hope the new gens at least know what Cheatbreaker is. Cheatbreaker was one of the first client-side anti-cheats to come out in Minecraft. As you know, now people use, you know, Lunar Client, or some people use Badline Client, like me, my favorite client of all time, Badline Client. You guys know, use it every video. But anyways, so yeah, Cheatbreaker, you know, it was really hyped. You know, people were like tweeting, you know, I remember at one point, you know, Cheatbreaker was like, it wasn't trending, but like people were tweeting about it like every minute, you know. It was like a really hyped up client, and yeah, everyone wanted it. It had really cool features. It had features like, you know, free look. Now that you guys know what that is from Lunar Client, probably. Free look, basically, it's like an F5 like revamp where you can, like, you know, spin around your player and like see, like, when you're in your F5, you can see like left to right, you know what I mean. You can 360 around your player basically. But the hype of Cheatbreaker really died down as the community was kind of dying down as Cheatbreaker was not coming out. People stopped playing because of cheaters and stuff like that. So, and one of the biggest reasons for the Cheatbreaker hype dying down was everything from Cheatbreaker was basically out. Like, there was already Forge mods that had all of the stuff that Cheatbreaker had, you know, that you could use it in Forge, so you didn't even need to download Cheatbreaker. And this died down the hype way down because, you know, the things that caught your eye to get Cheatbreaker for, you know, weren't there anymore because you already had them, basically. I actually made a video about this in the past. It was called Cheatbreaker Mods Are, you know, Ruining Cheatbreaker, or something along the lines of that. So basically the client fell off, like, right upon its release. Like, it was released and, you know, it kind of fell off and no one really cared, to be honest. So you guys know why Cheatbreaker died. So why did Minehq and Cheatbreaker completely shut down as a whole? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The owner actually got exposed for, I'm not gonna say, you know, a pedophile or anything because, you know, legal reasons. So I'm not saying that J-Halt, the owner of Minehq and Cheatbreaker, is a pedophile, but there was some sus stuff going on with J-Halt with another person who was underage. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. You guys can do your own research about that. Sorry that I'm not putting it in the video. I just don't want to get fucking sued. And after getting exposed for those things, yeah, the server just kind of shut down, and as well as the client shut down. The client wasn't even supposed to shut down. Purples made a post saying, you know, Cheatbreaker's not going anywhere and you should feel safe about Cheatbreaker because J-Halt doesn't have access to like anything involving Cheatbreaker anymore. But people didn't believe it. So, yeah, everyone stopped using the official version of Cheatbreaker. But as you guys may know, you can download an offline version of Cheatbreaker. I don't know if you get it from Minehq's website. I don't think so. I think you just, like, download it from something else. And apparently you can get, like, a bunch of lunar cosmetics on it, like unlimited cosmetics. But, you know, only you can see it, you know, or maybe the people on the client, if they're on Cheatbreaker, can see it. But they probably can't see it. And, yeah, people use lunar clients, so they wouldn't be able to see it. So, yeah, that is basically why Cheatbreaker and Minehq fell out. So yeah, if you guys have anything else to add, just let me know in the comments. I appreciate the feedback on this video. If we could get, I don't know, 20 likes, my channel's fucking dead. So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, make sure you guys have a good rest of your week. Peace.